This is Janelle Penny. I'm the editor-in-chief of Buildings Media, and I'm here with Will Keys, who is the IoT product owner for Sodexo. And today we're talking about the intersection between food service and FM. Will, what can you tell me about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Sodexo, as an IFM provider, we have dozens and dozens of services we provide around the globe in the US. So what we try to do is look for ways to integrate technology into those service lines and leverage one piece of technology to the other. IoT being a great example of that.
Great. Could you give me an example of some of the ways that you use technology to integrate those two fields?
Right. So a good example of that might be refrigeration or temperature monitoring. You can utilize that from an FM perspective to find out if the refrigerator is out of service or your temperatures are out of compliance. But we can also use that same technology for the preparation and storage of food as well.
Great. What are the benefits to the building owner or to the facilities team of an integrated approach like that?
Right. So that type of approach allows us to send communication in real time if there is a discrepancy. So if a temperature goes above variation or below acceptable limits, we can notify the services on site immediately, so that you're not having a lull over a weekend or, let's say, a holiday. Someone's notified right away if something's at an unacceptable temperature. So it really reduces that risk of product loss because that time to respond is reduced drastically.
Makes sense. Are there any best practices you can recommend for integrating FM and food service?
Like I said, we just try to look at ways to use one piece of technology in multiple ways. Temperature can be a good example of that. There's multiple other examples, but it's really just trying to focus on one piece of technology and how do I use that across other service lines.
Definitely. And are there any takeaways that you hope facilities managers or food service professionals or building owners take away from watching this video?
Yeah, absolutely. Deploy technology to gain key pieces of information, right? Don't just deploy it to say you have it, right? You want to find out what you want on the back end, how you're going to action it, and then find the most efficient way to gather that information. And don't be afraid to gather it. Just make sure you're gathering the right pieces.
Thank you so much, Will.
Absolutely.